Church, today is Tuesday, November 17th, 2020, and the title of today's Hope in Heaven is Who is Your Role Model? So the memory verse is taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1, and it says, "Be ye followers of me, even as I am also of Christ." Bible reading taken from Philippians chapter 3 14 to 19. I press toward the mark for the price of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. Let us therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded, and in fine and thing ye be otherwise minded. God shall reveal even this unto you. Nevertheless, whereto we have already attained, let us walk by the same rule, let us mind the same thing. Brethren, be followers together of me, and mark them which walk so as ye have us for an ensample. For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you, even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Christ, whose end is destruction, whose God is their belly, and whose glory is their shame, who mind earthly things. Message. Our Bible passage today tells us of someone who is bold enough to tell people to follow him because he is an urgent follower of Christ. There are so many lessons to learn from the life of Apostle Paul. If we consider the dramatic change that followed the encounter he had with Jesus Christ on his way to Damascus and his exploit for Christ, one would ask if Christians of these days were planning to go to that same heaven Apostle Paul has gone to. Paul, in his attempt to be like Christ at all costs, said that he encountered as nothing everything he was and had, so that he may win Christ and his righteousness. Jesus Christ was his role model, and he was never ashamed of this fact. Today, we find many children of God whose role models are not Christians. You are likely to become who your role model is. It's a wonder that some children will suddenly develop irrational behavior and the parents would start wondering where and how it started. Think deep today and follow Christ or anyone you are sure lives like Christ. The key points. Prayerful, choose a role model if you choose to have one. Thank you for listening.